Hey guys, so today I thought I'd make a British classic, a bit of classic cuisine, because I've just bought a very nice fancy camera, 500 quid, pretty good spend, and so I thought I'd make one of the biggest staples of British cuisine, that would be beans on toast, and I hope you guys enjoy. So yeah, if you do enjoy this video, please give it a like, and consider subscribing, because the way my life's going, I need a new career path really, and YouTube seems to be the only way I'm going to ever be able to sustain myself, and so yeah, please help. I'm crying right now. Thank you. Okay, so the first step to making beans on toast is obviously beans. You can't make beans on toast without beans, otherwise you've just got toast, and that's very sad. And speaking of toast, the next step is obviously to toast your bread. So you just grab your bread, put it in the toaster, however long you want. I think I put this in for 3 minutes because that gives it a nice, decent amount of toastiness. But if you're a degenerate, you can go for 5 minutes or even 1 minute if you like undercooked toast, which is just overcooked bread when you think about it, really. Fucking weird, innit? Anyway, once you're done having an existential crisis about bread, next thing you want to do is chuck your stuff in the microwave. Beans. Sorry, you want to chuck your beans in the microwave for typically like 2 minutes or 900 watts. That's what I do for my beans at least, but you may differ. Okay, once you've put your beans in the microwave, depending on when you timed it, your toast should be about done. So mine's just popped out here, and there you go. You successfully completed the two components of beans and toast. Congratulations!
Wow!
Right, and so the next step is to butter your bread. Thoroughly butter it with salted or unsalted butter. Doesn't really matter. Oh, let me sneeze. Jesus. So I've got a little bit of video left in my camera, so I thought I'd show you how I like to actually make beans on toast, because I feel like I didn't accurately represent it in the video I've just made. So currently behind me I've got myself a pan, or a dish, sort of, you know, a tray, heating underneath the grill of my oven, and basically what's going to happen is I'm going to chuck some nice bread on there with some butter, let that toast up in the oven, and then chuck some cheese on, Worcestershire sauce, and then put the beans on top of that. I think that's a lot more enjoyable. I know it's a controversial opinion to make cheese on toast in the oven, also beans on toast in the oven, since we have toasting machines now, but you know, sometimes you've got to take risks, and I feel like I'm going to do that today. So let me give you a quick demonstration of how I make cheesy beans on toast. Okay, so the next step you want to do is you want to basically get your bread. This is a nice quality. This is the end piece. So this piece here like comes from the end of the bread. I like these for like beans and toast because they're thicker, especially on this type of bread that we buy. I don't remember the name, but it's the type of bread. You just want to butter it on one side, and then chuck butter in the pan. You can butter it on both sides depending on how you do it. But if you butter the flat side and then just, you know, chuck some butter in the pan, that should do it just as well. Then you just want to chuck the bread on top of the butter, sort of give it a little bit of, like a little bit of a mix, and then you want to chuck that underneath the grill where you've been preheating your pan before for about, I'd say, like a couple of minutes, maybe 5 minutes ish, however long it takes to get it toasty. Then whilst that's in the oven, you just want to take your cheese. I've got a nice block of British cheddar here with a nice old spot of mould on it. That's called neglect, I think. But I'm just going to cut that piece of mould off and then grate your cheese down. You can grate as much cheese as you want. I like it quite cheesy, so I grate a decent chunk of it. Then you just want to chuck that on your bread after it's reached a decent level of toastiness. And you just want to grab some Worcestershire sauce out, and then you just want to sprinkle that on top, and that'll give you a nice bit of flavour. And now that's sitting in your oven. It's cheese is getting a nice level of crispiness to it. If you've got any beans, you'd cook them now. I'm just using the batch from the last bit I cooked because I made this immediately afterwards anyway. See, you want to stay in essentially until the cheese is fully melted. Don't keep it in too long, otherwise your bread will get burnt. Oh, and shout out to me fucking up all the shots and getting a bunch of out of focus shots of this stuff. I'm working on that for future videos, I promise. Once that's done, you obviously just want to chuck it on your chopping board or plate. I'm going with the chopping board just because I can't be bothered to get a plate out and wash it. And then you just serve it with some beans. And there you go. That's my personal way of doing beans on toast, or cheese on toast with beans, I guess. Yeah.